Hey guys, it's Evelyn. I am here with an art video, and it's a very exciting art video for me because it's one I've been wanting to do for a while. It's a repaint of this painting. It's a painting I did 3 years ago, 2015. It was for part of my portfolio that I was supposed to turn in at the end of my senior year art class as our like final project and whatnot. The reason I want to repaint it is because it has been haunting me for the last 3 years. It has been sitting rolled up in a goddamn poster tube, and I've needed to repaint it, and I've wanted to repaint it since I did it, but I didn't really have the skill set, and now I feel like I can. I feel like I have the, like, more knowledge in, like, what I'm doing. So I feel a lot more comfortable doing it now, which I didn't really feel comfortable doing it back then, but I needed the piece. I liked the idea. I was really proud of the concept, so I just did it and turned it in. Which, I mean, it was high school, so I got full points on it anyway. It's fine. I didn't like it, though. And I don't like the original piece. I really like the concept of it. I love the concept of it. And I have, like, residual pride for the concept, because at the time, I was really proud of it. It's not the most original idea, like, there are other pieces out there like it, but at the time I was, like, so proud because it was the first kind of dip into, like, doing art outside of just realistic portraits, which is what I was really comfortable with, and what I kind of am really comfortable with. Like, that's what I know how to do, kind of. But I was really proud. I wanted to do it, so I did. And I'm glad I did, because I think I probably would have forgotten that, and I never, if I hadn't, like, put it down on paper. And I didn't really use, like, sketchbooks for sketching at the time. I kind of just did all, like, finished pieces in them. But it isn't great. Maybe it's, for my skill set at the time, I think it was good for what I was used to doing, and it was a good step outside of, like, the boundaries I had set up for myself. So it was kind of, like, the start of something new, if you will. But between the media, not knowing how to use it, and not knowing how to do expressions, or not using, like, not really understanding that I should be using, like, reference for things that I don't know how to draw, like brains, and expressions. It was, I think, it's just, the media I used was watercolor. Really bad watercolors that are super chalky, and they don't, like, now touching the painting, it feels like I'm touching a chalk drawing, like it's coming off on my fingers. They're not good watercolors, and I use them on sketch paper, which, I don't know if you know this, but sketch paper is not watercolor paper. Therefore, when you put watercolors on it, the paper just gets eaten up like a swarm of fucking cicadas on some corn. I don't know if cicadas eat corn. I don't have cicadas where I live. You know, I'm guessing. But, yeah, and then the colors, I didn't do well with the colors. I didn't really understand color, like, palettes and stuff, and color theory, like, that well. Like, slime is not what I wanted it to be, and not what I would like it to be. It's, all the colors are kind of, like, just thrown in there randomly. There's no really form to it, and the suit is so blue. It's so blue. It's so bright. It 100% detracts from the, like, what it is supposed to be. It was supposed to be this super dull guy in a super dull world, and his brain is just exploding with color. Just exploding with color. I don't know if he just has all the color inside of him and it's exploding, or if he saw something like really cool street art or something and his brain just like exploded. I don't know, but the suit totally just takes away from that. And the background, I painted the background yellow. I don't know why. I don't know why I decided to do that. Why didn't I just go with like a gray or just leave it white like I did with this one? I don't know. I don't know. But I didn't like it. And so now I'm redoing it, and I'm way happier with the final product for this new one. I painted the suit black like I should have in the beginning, and I kept the face and brain kind of muted, very muted. The only color I used there was I tinted gray pink for the brain, and which makes more sense because it's kind of like closer to actual brain color anyway. And I used some red and blue around his eyes to kind of create like a really tired, puffy, like eye look. Like he's just like exhausted and like done with everything. And then I went mixed media for this one, which is like, I am really happy that I did. I almost didn't. I almost did watercolors for the whole thing, but then I was like, they're not gonna be bright enough. And they wouldn't have been. I used acrylic paint, which I'm not too familiar with. I used to be more familiar with it in like I used it more early high school than I did for the last like 4, 5, 6 years. So I'm not used to it, and I'm still learning, but the paint I used for the strips was slightly glossy almost, so it had like a little bit of shine to it, which in like pictures you can't really tell, but in like real life, and like you can shift it and it makes the slime actually kind of look slimy compared to like the super matte finish of the rest of the painting, which I think is cool. I think it's pretty neat. And the guy looks super done with life. And the expression is better. I used a reference for the expression, and it's kind of, to me, the reference I use is kind of like a funny little inside joke. It's not that funny. It's really not that funny. It's just a fucking reference. But I used a reference of a character from Supernatural being tortured. Which I don't know why that's so funny to me. It is. It's funny to me, but it's not funny. The story of my life. And it didn't come across as being tortured. It came across more of just being exhausted, which is a happy accident, because that is what I wanted with the original piece. That was my goal for the original piece, and I think that it definitely came across way better in this one. Yeah. It's so much better. It's such a relief that I did this. Like, it feels like I have the weight of 11 by 14 painting off my shoulders. Which is kind of goofy to say, and it's weird. But it just feels good to like finally have the concept done properly and in a way that I am proud of, and in a way that I really like and really enjoy. And it feels so good. It feels so good. I don't know what else to say. I'm not great at talking. I don't know if you could tell from the rest of this video, but I'm not, you know. That's why I have no friends. Throw that joke in there. Hashtag relatable, whatever. Anyway, if you like this video, you can like it if you want to. Just, why not? I don't know. Do whatever you want. Or if you want to see more, I don't post a lot or very often. I'm trying. I'm trying. You can subscribe though. That would be nice. It'd be cool to kind of build up those numbers. Or if you want to, I post a little bit more frequently. Mostly just pictures of cats, or one cat, my cat, on my Instagram account, and that's really the only other social media that I use. But that's kind of it. That's all I really have to say for this video. Just if you want to if you have a piece, like an old piece that you really like the idea of and you don't like the execution, just try drawing it again. It's you know, it helps. It's nice. Here's the finished piece, and there it is with the original. So thank you. That's all I have for you. Goodbye.